jumping rope's great. You can do it outside, you can do it inside. It's great for your footwork. It's good for your cardiovascular conditioning. It helps you stay relaxed because your calves, it works your calf muscles, but the rest of your body's relaxed. A good idea is to jump rope for between 10 and 20 minutes. I always like to jump rope before competition. It keeps me loose. If you keep you loose, that's one of the most important parts about competing. You want to be relaxed. Now also, what jumping rope is good for, it's good for mental conditioning. If you can jump rope for 10 to 20 minutes at a time without stopping, it gets your mind in that same relaxed, concentrated state that you're in when you're performing the relaxation response. Because your mind is relaxed, your body is doing an automatic activity, and you're concentrating on whatever you want to concentrate on to improve performance. For example, when I'm jumping rope, I like to see my goals. I like to see exactly what I want to accomplish. If my goals are to do well in the next national championship, I see myself competing as I'm jumping. I see myself throwing punches and kicks. I see my body very relaxed. I see myself blocking properly. And all this happens in that 20-minute time period when I'm jumping, so that I'm getting not only a cardiovascular benefit, I'm getting a benefit to my footwork, and I'm also getting the benefit to my mind by improving my goal-setting skills. You see, any more than 20 minutes wouldn't be that profitable. In other words, there's diminishing returns to jumping more than a certain length of time because you can injure certain muscles. So 20 minutes seems to be about as long as you really need to jump. But as you're jumping, try to imagine yourself in the fighting situation. And I'll tell you what, that'll enhance your ability to jump longer. Because before you know it, that 20-minute time period's up. Because in your mind, you've been fighting that whole time. You've been fighting some of the best opponents you've ever faced. And then because your body is relaxed, like my shoulders are relaxed, my arms are relaxed, but my legs are getting a great workout, and I'm also burning calories as well as improving my cardiovascular conditioning for the fight. In order to concentrate properly, sometimes it's a good idea to be able to focus your eyes in a certain direction, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But also, you have to focus your attention properly. If you're fighting in a match, you don't want to be watching the crowd, you don't want to be thinking about your girlfriend. And one specific demonstration I'd like to show is, I need a volunteer. Anybody? Okay. Yeah. And your name, sir?
Mr. Tober.
Mr. Tober. Okay, what I'd like you to do is just go ahead and give me a good shot to the body. Give me a good shot to the body. All right, go ahead. Hit me as hard as you can. Go ahead. Good, okay. Give it your best shot. Go ahead. Good, okay. He's got an excellent punch, but rather than me tensing up going, okay, hit me to the body and wasting excess energy, all I did was I stayed relaxed until his punch was just about there, and as soon as it made impact, I tightened down. And you all should experiment with this, not hard when you're just beginning. Just experiment with body work, being able to relax and just stay relaxed for a minute. And as I go, and as I start to hit, just as my fist meets your body, just tense up. Good, okay. And then gradually you can start increasing the speed, but again, take it easy on each other when you do this technique. The idea is to improve your concentration. If you can improve your concentration so you're relaxed, and only at the moment of impact do you tighten down. Okay, you have an excellent punch, and the idea is you could take my punch too. It's just going to be a question of getting that concentration down. Very good, thank you. Okay. Okay, everybody up? Okay, left side forward sparring position. Okay, bounce lightly. All right, from this position, you can control your intensity. We're bouncing lightly. We're at about an intensity right now of a 2. Let's bounce a little bit quicker, get that intensity up to about a 4. Okay. And now put your hands a little bit up here. Okay, get your intensity up to about a 6. Start focusing your concentration. See your imaginary opponent in front of you. Okay, good. Okay, bring your intensity back down to a 2. Let your arms drop a little bit. And now intensity down to a 1. Okay, bring it back up to an 8. Okay, back down to a 6. And now down to a 2. And then a 1. Okay, good. Feet together? All right. When you're sparring, sometimes you'll find that if you're leading in points, you don't want to necessarily drop the intensity level. You want to do the best that you possibly can the whole way. But be aware that you can change your intensity at will. Have a scale in the back of your mind, a scale from 1 to 10. Be able to go from 10 to 1 at will if you have to. Sometimes if you're fighting somebody who's just crazy aggressive, let that be used against him. And then instead of you getting crazy aggressive too, you can bring your intensity down to 2 and let him come at you. And as he comes at you, you just stick him with a side kick, something like that. What we're saying here is control your own intensity. Have that scale in the back of your mind. Right? Okay, good. Another type of technique that you can use is thought stopping. Many times, if you're about to compete, some negative thoughts fly through your mind, like, gosh, that guy is bigger and stronger and faster than me. How am I going to possibly be able to handle myself in the ring against him? Well, immediately upon realizing that those kind of thoughts are coming into your mind, just see a big red stop sign and then change them. The technique is called covert verbalization, changing this negative thought into something positive. For example, you see this big red stop sign when you saw those negative thoughts, and you say to yourself, okay, maybe he's bigger, stronger, but I'm going to be quicker, or I'm going to have more endurance, or I'm going to be more thoughtful, or I'm going to be able to use more strategy. So always make things come from a positive frame of mind. If you find that you're about to compete and you're not feeling sharp and you need a cue to bring you up, you should practice key words to bring you up. And by bring you up, I mean to get you energized. One technique I like to do is close my eyes and imagine myself perform, and imagining myself perform at maybe a level of 2 on a scale of 10 as far as intensity goes. So I'm not performing with a very high intensity as I'm imagining myself. Well, immediately upon seeing that, I say a key word to myself. The key word for me is go. All I have to do to myself to get myself energized is to say the word go to myself. When I say that word go, I can raise my energy, my intensity level up from a 2 to an 8. And when that happens, then when I'm competing in the ring, if I monitor my intensity level and find it's too low, I say the word go. On the other hand, if I'm monitoring my intensity level and I feel that I'm rushed or I'm trying too hard, then I use the opposite keyword. Instead of saying go, I use the keyword relax. And just by saying the word relax, and I couple that with a deep breath. So I say, relax, and then when I relax, I exhale. And that just allows me to become limp as I want to be. And it's just before competition when you're too tight. You can't go ahead and do a 10-minute relaxation technique when they call your name and you only have a few seconds. That's when it's important to use a cue-controlled relaxation strategy. A cue-controlled technique means, say I'm about to get ready to go into the ring, and I didn't get time to warm up, and I'm really tense. So I have decided in my mind that I have a key word that's going to allow me to relax. My key word might be as simple as the word relax. And when I say the word relax to myself, as I exhale,
Maybe I'll take a deep breath, relax. And as I exhale and say the word relax to myself, then I'm as relaxed as I need to be so that when I'm in the ring, I'll be at my optimum level of anxiety. I won't be too excited and I won't be too bored. All right? I'll be at that optimum state. So you need, as individuals, to find a word that fits you. Any word. Some people might like to use the word smooth. Just say, okay, I'm smooth. And then when you get in the ring, anytime that you need to cue yourself to stay smooth, you say smooth to yourself, and that allows you to relax. So words are really important. If we use the words properly, they can bring upon the correct autonomic response from our bodies.